I think we're going to be doing Q&A because I always figure you guys have smarter questions than anything I can come up with. So whoever's doing that, I don't know, they're conferencing over there.
Sing Avatar!
No. Somebody wanted me to do that in a band. I was like, no, I don't think so.
She's got the costume.
Really? Yeah, so she could lip sync to me. We could play it. No. Do we have anybody lined up for questions? Or talk about...
Oh dear Lord. Let's see some hands. I'll walk around the back.
Ooh, wow, gosh. Okay, cool. He's going to stroll, and if you slip him a 20, you might get your question in.
All right, fire away.
What was your inspiration for your character?
My character, Codex, is based a lot on myself. I have to say, people are like, wow, you're so deep. And I'm like, no, I was an addict. So as an actor, and if you're an actor in Hollywood, you don't necessarily work every day. And if you're not really kind of one of those standard cookie cutter people who you see on TV, you know, the pretty blonde girl, the Asian sidekick who has quippy, hard-edged things to say, all those kind of things. You might not work as much as others, and I'm kind of a quirky girl. I'm kind of a square peg. So I got bored, and then I wanted to write a role for myself that was not like the kind of roles that I was seeing. I'm kind of a geeky girl. Not totally self-confident, but kind of like a big heart, and who, was addicted to online gaming. So, I'm not totally that character, but, I think she's more shy and introverted. A lot of the characters in the guild are not based on people I know, but like aspects of them, like the person who has all the rules and can't break them, or like the kind of enthusiastic guy who doesn't know any kind of body language, and the negligent mother. I mean, not that I had any of those people, but I did interact with some people online, and I kind of cobbled together certain aspects of characters that I thought would be funny. And then in comedy, you always take them to the extreme because that's what makes it funny. So rather than just being slightly neurotic, she's like a mess. Codex is a mess, and besides being like a little bit passive, anxiety disorder, she's very, very anxious. So it's just everything pushed to the 10 rather than being a 5. That was my inspiration, just my own neurosis. They say to write what you know, so it was the first thing I ever wrote before I was the guild. So a lot of people would just kind of write about some people who are in New York and they're marketing people and having coffee, being fabulous with that highlights, and a lot of people who write spec scripts for Hollywood, they think that's what people want to see, but I don't think that's true. I think people want to see different kind of stories. And there's people, just look around at DragonCon. There's so many interesting people in the world, and we're not just all perfect looking and mainstream. So that's what I did when I said to write the guild. I just wrote something that was a little off.
Felicia, I hope this doesn't come off the wrong way.
Okay.
Not to come off the wrong way, but your skin is.
We're not going there.
What? Oh my God, he's still talking.
He wants to know your beauty tips.
My beauty tips?
Yes, your beauty tips.
Oh God, I don't know what these. My beauty tips would be. God, this is not really something I.
You do not have to answer that. We can move on.
Stay out of the sun if you're very, very pale.
Someone over here with
Really
a
low,
hand up. Can we pass this along? Please don't do anything hinky.
Don't do anything. It's all relative. Really, it's DragonCon. I've heard some stories. I appreciate it.
My question is, do you actually play the violin?
Yes, I do. I did for the first 20 years of my life. That's all I did, actually.
Whoa.
I didn't, I was a violinist, and that's what I did. My mom thought I would be talented because I have a weird thumb that doesn't straighten all the way, so clearly musical talent. And she enrolled me in violin. So I started when I was 2.5, and I went to college at 15 or 16. To study violin. So I got a violin major in University of Texas at Austin. And that was kind of what I was going to do with my life. Oh, hey, welcome over. and until I moved to LA, and I kind of knew that I didn't want to be a violinist for the rest of my life, but I think there's some really funny stories that I can incorporate into Codex's life, her being a professional violinist, and I wanted, eventually to be able to show off my my abilities, but honestly, I don't have any time to practice because I'm on Facebook a lot. Twitter. No, I just don't get to practice. So I got to do a little snippet.